How's it going, everyone? Welcome to 20 years of experience, 20 years guitar experience, part one. I'm really happy to be here making this. It's an honor and it's a pleasure to finally share some of my experience over all of the years that I've been playing guitar, particularly. But I've kind of, discussed, in already that I've, reached a 20-year milestone, and I'm here to talk about, in this particular episode or whatever, that I'm going to be showing some of my playing skills. So we got the electric guitar right here. So I'm going to be sharing some of the skills that I've learned over the past 20 years, kind of go back and, to some of the stuff I learned in the early days when I started learning guitar, share with you some of my skills and all that good stuff. I wanted to say thank you so much for tuning into this. So this is part one, and I'll hopefully have a part two as well, where I'll also talk further about this, and hopefully if we don't get enough done in part one, I'll share the rest of the material in part two. But in part one, here we are. I'm ready to go. I got my electric here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this electric guitar. I may end up sharing a little bit of stuff on the acoustic as well, but I'll probably do that in the second part. But first of all, I want to go through a bit of everything. So basically, I'm 20 years playing now, as you know. So I decided that in this particular episode or whatever, I wanted to go through a couple of things and show you where my skill level is at over the time that I've been playing. So a lot of you may know me as an acoustic guitarist, and I'm also more of a cover artist for covering stuff on YouTube and covering covering songs and different types, lots of different types of artists, and lots of different covering lots of different styles and types of music. But in this particular video, I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to say that this electric guitar is actually the very first electric guitar that I ever got. I got it in 2006. I believe it was a Christmas present. Now, it's had a couple of different guitar necks on it. This particular one doesn't have any name on it. It's not a Fender or anything. The guitar body is originally an Aria guitar. Okay, now this neck is a maple. It's a lovely maple neck. So I had some work done on it in the past, repairs and stuff to get it up to scratch and get it sounding really, really good. So it's pretty good. It plays pretty well. I don't use it an awful lot, as I don't play electric guitar a whole lot, but I'm looking forward to exploring the electric guitar a lot more as we go forward. So it's going to be interesting. So a couple of things I want to note for any guitar players, just a few things to have, of course, just for, this right here is a slide. It's a guitar slide. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to go up and down. It's used a lot in country music. So we'll just use our pedal. So I'm using a Zoom G1X effects pedal. I've had this pedal for many years. It's the only guitar effects pedal that I actually have, but it has several different sound effects built into it. I got it when I was 15, so it's very old. I've had it a long time. I again, it's been used quite a fair bit actually. It has, you know, various different switcher effects, you know, from distortion to clean tone, clean channel and stuff, and all of the different stuff, reverbs and delay effects and stuff in there too. It doesn't actually have a loop on it, but yeah, it does have a lot of other functions in there that are pretty good. Another thing, I want to just mention a couple of other things as well that are important. A capo, which is also used as a key changer. So a lot of the time it's better to use them on acoustic guitar. The problem with using them on electric is they tend to put the guitar out of tune. And of course, one other thing that I'll mention is the tuner. Okay, now I got one of these little miniature tuners. Okay, now I'm already pretty much in tune for the demonstration of this video. I don't need to be tuned into any particular key, but this will give you a fine tuning, which is very, very handy. They're pretty reasonably cheap. You can pick them up online or in any kind of music shop. But either way, really what I want to do is I want to go through some sounds on the effects pedal, and I want to play. Oh yeah, also I want to also let you know what I'm plugged into, of course. So I'm using a Fender guitar lead, and I'm plugged into my Cube busking amp. So it's just a general Cube amp, street Cube, and it does the job. It's pretty good. And I have my Cube plugged into my Zoom effects pedal, and then I have my guitar plugged into my into my effects pedal running through the amp. Okay, so that's pretty much all of that. I'm going to quit talking here now, and I'm going to get back to where I was and share some. But let's just play some stuff, okay? So here we go. So again, slides, they take a bit of time to get used to. I haven't used them a whole lot, but they're pretty good for country stuff, particularly American country and folk kind of music and stuff. They're used for quite a lot, but they can be used in rock music as well. So I'm going to just kind of play around with it and see what we can do. So that's pretty much what your slide will do. Okay, so okay, so another thing that I want to go through as well is that I want to first talk about how I learned. So mainly the way I began was, and I started off mainly, as I have mentioned before, with the acoustic guitar, but the electric is again something that I've used on and off here and there over the years, but not consistently in gigs or anything like that. So I am hoping to do more with electric guitars, as I've already spoken. But I'm mainly an acoustic guitar player, as you know. So instead of me going on and on about this, I want to just mention a couple of the things that I've learned. So I'm going to be going through pentatonic scales, power chords and bar chords. And another thing, basically getting some kind of lessons and stuff here. Even if there's any, it's not really guitar lessons, but it's tips and just information on how I learned. And I hope that you'll pick up some stuff from what I'm showing you or what I'm doing. For any of you musicians or guitar players out there, I know there's people that are better than me, people that play more guitar than I do. I don't play every single day or anything like that, so I wouldn't be the greatest. But either way, I want to say that I started off with the basics. So we're going to move over to a clean channel here now. We're going to go to our A1 effect. And I really like this particular sound. It's got a nice... We can use our little switcher on our guitar here, which allows us to kind of change the tone of the sound. If we want kind of a darker kind of a tone, we can move it up here. Kind of a brighter tone, then we can just switch it. So I kind of like it here. So basically I learned a lot of the basic chords, your G, have your G chord, which is like this. Now we're a little bit out of tune, so excuse the out of tuning, so I'm going to kind of just quickly go back into tune a little bit there by ear. Ways to play the G chord. So you'll see that I can play one like this, and these are the standard. Then you can play it like this, which is a slightly fuller sound. Then I learned how to do other stuff like E minor, your A minor, then you have F, D minor, E, C, G, all those basic stuff, and that's kind of how I learned at the beginning. I started off playing those basic chords, and then learned how to do some songs, and then working with capos to change your keys and all that kind of cool stuff, and then I learned bar chords, and I'll show you them now. So bar chords are like this. So it's like so playing like a G chord might be like somewhere else on the fretboard, so it'd be like G chord as well, so that's a G flat. And then you have power chords, which are like kind of open string, like they kind of have a nice ring to them, a nice sound. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Another, like, I'll probably go through some of this stuff in more detail in part 2, but this is kind of my introduction to what I've been doing. So pentatonic scales, I won't talk about them in this video, but I'm gonna just play a little bit of lead stuff. And in part 2 I will probably run through the pentatonic scales properly, but for now I'm just going to play and do some jamming. So I hope you enjoy. I'll go through some of the various effects and see what we can do. So this next particular effect is kind of, for your heavy metal type of sounds and all that type of stuff. And there's another one here on my effects, on my Zoom as well, another effect that I want to show you. It's, more for a, classic-y rock, like a classic-y kind of a rock tone. So I want to show you that too. So I'm going to go through these two effects now and just do a little bit with them. So yeah, hope you enjoy.